So Monday is actually a holiday at Saracoso, so I am not going to do the 4 full videos. This is going to be a much shorter one. And again, really try to focus on reading, critically analyzing, debating, these kinds of things. And right or wrong is not necessarily where we're going. It's more about process, right? It's the process of change. How did these groups of people change? Do they identify themselves currently? A lot of, even what your book says about the Plateau natives of today, is a lot have converted to Christianity, and a lot are now speaking English and are losing their language at rapid rates. And again, this is part of the process of assimilation, forced acculturation, and really has started since that contact time period, and even before that, right? Which is, if you guys said, yeah, it started with the horse coming in, that was not part of their natural environment, their natural economic exchange. The horse added extreme changes to these groups, extreme. Once you sit on top of a horse, it changes the whole game in terms of hunting. It changes the whole game in terms of warring, of having groups be kind of at odds. A lot of these things are thrown into it with this animal that is coming in as a domesticated animal. Domestication changes the way cultures behave. So again, shorter. This is going to definitely be quick and easy. In terms of what you guys kind of need to do on your own, is the usual. Make sure that you read about the Nimipu, which again is the Nez Perce, okay, as they're called as well. You're going to be watching a video about them done by the National Trail. And these are the things you're going to want to look at. And again, particularly focus on cosmology. A lot of these groups that I'm having you focus on the cosmology because creation stories are fascinating. And again, we got into a little bit of conversation about kind of the subarctic and Arctic peoples. I particularly like the hairy people coming down from the sky. This is a fascinating idea. And again, if in anthropology, if I'm looking at it from a physical anthropologist standpoint, we used to be much hairier. Humans did. Which once we started kind of adding more clothes to it, we didn't need it as much. So again, fascinating creation stories. Connecting them. Usually, a lot of times, it has to do with an animal that is very important to them, like the dog, in certain groups, right? And animals being kind of monsters being torn up, or giants being involved, and then being spread out across the world, and then forming into other groups of people. This is a form of its creation story, and again, for me, I don't say that these things are wrong in any way, because these are people's identities, and who am I to say that? Symbolically, if I'm looking at it in kind of an analytical kind of way, spreading out DNA and different animal DNA around the planet is exactly what we've done in terms of gene flow, right? So if I'm looking at it again from a kind of symbolic, tied to a physical anthropologist perspective, some of these creation stories have some interesting backstories to them, and really give us maybe an insight into native groups kind of thinking about where we actually came from in relation to their own world. They should relate to their own world, right? So look at life cycle, look at cosmology. Those things are very, very important. And then religion and medicine, and then the video. Enjoy. Again, this is a shorter slide or a shorter presentation because Monday is technically a holiday at the school. So I feel like maybe you guys should take Monday off if you're good with that. But again, if you guys have any questions that you don't necessarily want to put out in front of the group as part of the discussion, I've been getting some emails from some individuals who kind of have expressed interesting ideas or wanting to kind of have conversations in different ways. That's fine. We can do that through email as well. And I look forward to kind of going down those philosophical different roads with people if that's what they want to do. And if not, fair enough, right? Anyway, enjoy the 3-day weekend. Hope everything is great for the weak.